Straight for 8 more kilometers, right on Ashbourne, 14 kilometers along there, then left onto Amber Grove for 10, once right more onto Heathfield and go straight until we get to our destination. Still some ways away. Did I wake you up? No, you don't need to remember all that. I got us a little turned around, but we're back on track. No, we're still 2 or 3 hours away. Yeah, I'm good at driving that long. I stopped at a gas station and got some snacks and an energy drink a while back. I bought white cheddar popcorn, jerky, and a drink. Speaking of, it's all in the compartment under your elbow. Do you want to see the pictures I took while you were asleep? No, I didn't take photos of you. I took a few of the scenery and also one of a dog. It's hilarious. It has a mohawk. Yeah, the dog has a mohawk. I thought about getting one, the haircut, and maybe a dog. I don't know if I could pull it off. What's the most extended trip I've been on? It was an 18-hour drive. It took 2 days. I was with my grandparents, and it was to unite with my family and to celebrate the birth of my third sister. We had shown up after my sister had been born. It was quite an overwhelming moment to see my mother and my sisters after so many years. So do you want to see those photos now? No, I don't have any of the reunions. I meant the ones during the trip while you were asleep. Here, what a lovely landscape. With the mountains and the forests. Thanks. I just got this phone. It takes excellent nighttime photos. Isn't the moon framed nicely in this picture? There's that dog I was talking about. Isn't that wild? That makes me glad about getting lost. I'll remember that for quite a while. The owner wasn't around, so I didn't pet them. That's all the exciting things that happened while you were asleep. If you're tired, you can get some more rest. By the time you wake up, we'll be at the hotel. I'm a night owl, plus I got a drink for the final stretch. I'll be good with 6 hours of sleep before the thrilling part of our trip begins, and we start sightseeing. Then continue our trip across the United States. But if you're hungry or thirsty, I got this stuff here. There's also a Rice Krispie square in there. I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. I got the Rice Krispie square here. Has your family ever made it from scratch? It's so good. The smell permeating throughout the home. We should make it during our trip. We can buy a cooking pot and one of those electric stovetops. Are they allowed in hotels and motels? I don't see why not. Want some jerky? It's black pepper flavor. I'll wait to have the popcorn. When I was younger, I used to fall asleep for most of the rides during long trips. I still get motion sickness, but it would zonk me out as a kid. Just a side note, before I forget. Here's a dumb story from my youth. I don't know how old I was, but I once thought I was allergic to the sun because I had stared at it and it'd make me sneeze. I recall telling my dad that, and it made him laugh. I'm not always the sharpest tool in the shed. Oh, I brought my foot bag for us to play with. It's a bit dark to be playing now, however. What's a foot bag? It's more commonly known as a hacky sack. Well, hacky sack is a brand of foot bag. Just like how all jacuzzis are hot tubs, but not all hot tubs are jacuzzis. Mine has the yin and yang symbol on it. I also brought my work journal and a few books to read. I do my best to write at least 1,000 words a day, or I write as much as I can. What books did I bring? Well, I got Thich Nhat Hanh, No Mud, No Lotus, How to Think Like a Roman Emperor by Marcus Aurelius, or something like that, and a few fiction books. Neil Gaiman, Neverwhere, plus Beneath the Moon by Yoshi Yoshitani. I've already read the others. I wonder how long it would take me to write a book. I want to write philosophy and fantasy. Maybe I can do both at the same time. I suppose it's not unheard of. I can't think of many. Does Berserk do that? I've yet to dive into that series. YouTube has recommended it several times, but I want to avoid spoilers in case I ever get around to getting invested in it. What else did I bring? I also packed some DVDs, just in case any place we stay has a DVD player. I didn't pay attention to what movies I brought. I picked at random. If you need a pillow or an additional blanket, I moved it from the trunk to the back seat. I'm glad it's raining tonight. It's one of, if not my favorite things to listen to. It's that or Ozzy Osbourne. It's cold. I can't wait to snuggle up to you when we reach the hotel. Is it alright if I'm the little spoon? That way you can roll away if you get too warm cuddling up with me. Are you aware of the 5 languages of love? Words of affirmation, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, and receiving gifts? I thought since we're dating, I'd like to tell you my favorite. It's words of affirmation. I'm still a bit timid about physical touch, and I feel awkward about receiving gifts. Despite my progress, those 2 things I still feel unworthy of. I'm working on overcoming those barriers. I enjoy learning new things. If I hear about something interesting or an uncommon or rare word, I'll research it. You seem to be dozing off. I guess I'm trailing off. Once again, if you're still awake, we should be there by the time you wake up. Go on, get some rest.